Alright, welcome back to another video. This is a weapons tier list. Keep in mind these are all my opinions on where every weapon should go, and yeah, don't don't hate on the list if it's not how you prefer it. This is how I just play the game. We have 5 different tier lists or tiers, and D is just really bad. C I don't usually pick up, but they're not really bad. B is decent weapons. A is good weapons, but not my favorite. And S is my favorite and best. Okay, starting off with the Vector, I'd give this a high A, just because of its spray factor. And if I do this means I also have to give the Silence SMG an A. I'm not really a spammer, but sometimes I do pick them up over the Pump and Raid, which are my two favorite shotguns, including the Assault as well, which is somewhere here. Okay, so the AK, this is obviously an S. A lot of people might not agree with me, but its burst factor just is godly to me. I feel like the AR-15 has kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say it gotten worse, but with the scar buff and just how good it is, it kind of just made the two best ARs, the AK and the scar. So I'm also gonna give this one maybe a high A, but like, cause I feel like in a fight between an AR-15 and an SMG in the final circle, depending on how close you are, the SMG will most likely win. Not taking in the factor of fields, but yeah. Next of all, the assault shotgun. So a lot of people might not like this, but I'm gonna put it as a B, as well as the pump. But I do prefer the assault shotgun over it because just how fast it is, and in my opinion, the raid is the best shotgun right now. And so right now, I'm just gonna put it like maybe yeah, right there, because if you charge it up all the way, it can hit over 100 damage. We have 3 different bolts, and well, they're not all bolts, but they look very similar. This is the bolt action. This is the bolt MK, and the this kind of different from other tier lists, I say, since the addition of the MK. But op is obviously S tier. It's probably the best weapon in the game. Followed by the MK. MK I would consider the second or third best sniper, and I'd give it a high A. The bolt kind of just, I mean, if you would always take an MK over a bolt, depending on what rarity it is, but I'd put it beginning of B tier. SMG, I don't really pick it up that much. I kind of feel like it's nothing compared to the P90 and SMG, but I'd put it in my C tier. Crossbow, I think it really depends what mode you're playing. Compared to other snipers, this thing is probably hot garbage in solos, but in duos and squads, it could make an impact and possibly win you the game. Which is why I'm gonna put it maybe right behind the bolts. Deagle, if you know how to use it well, you're gonna get really good damage, and it's a definite A for me. Dra- Dragunov is probably my second favorite sniper. I guess you can't really compare snipers and ARs, but I'm just gonna put it next to the dual pistols. I don't think we need an explanation for that. Flamethrower, like, I feel like this weapon is really underused and underappreciated, especially like, so if you're in a tinker zone and like you're in those little huts to the top, these will probably win you the game and keep your house to yourself. So um comparing it to like a crossbow, yes, it's definitely better. If like you're trying to compare, bolt is still more viable, so I'll put it like right here. Pistols, I mean, it's definitely better than the dual pistols, I feel like, because of its burst, but I don't think it's still better than the SMG. Goo gun is a really annoying gun, but I mean, if you use it right in squads or duos or even solos, you can get a lot of damage off and weaken your opponents. So Um, I might put it as a B for now. Nade Launcher, I think this one kind of has to be a C, not because of its damage, and I mean, it's just because of the ammo. But yeah. Hunting Rifle, this goes really well with the semi if you want to like double up, if you don't really know how to double semi, but for now, I'd put it definitely an A. I guess I would put it over the Deagle, just like not because of the damage, but because of its range. It's basically a Deagle, but faster, but a little bit less damage. I guess this is really no point. I don't know why I added this. This is the Grappler. I mean, it's not really good unless you're using it for trick shots. I don't even think it's in the game anymore. So, kind of chokes on my part, but. Attacked KSG or whatever it is. We don't need an explanation there. M4, I kind of feel like has been used less and less during comp matches, and I mean it's not really my cup of tea. So I don't know. For me. It's by far the worst AR. Like I'd pick up the MG over it, but I mean I feel like that's the right place. MG, mm, I mean, I guess it really depends on the mode, but yeah, P90, I wouldn't say it's as good as the SMG or Vector. Uh, Probably a low B, I think maybe. Okay, I'll put it in front of the MG because of its spray. Pistol, we don't really need a list for this. Also, I'll put this burst in front of the I'll put the grappler last because it's not even a weapon. But yeah, RPG. Um, I guess if you have reverses paired with it, then it's not really a bad weapon. It's not a bad weapon in general, but it's not really something I'd use. I've seen an insane clip from Grugs when we were playing together. He solo squatted us. He solo squatted in the final circle just with Rev RPG. So it's kind of insane. So I'd probably give it a middle B, probably right here. Rubber gun. It can go both ways. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I personally am not the biggest fan of it. So I'll probably put it right next to the goo gun, just because I don't know. They kind of have the same intention almost. Okay, and Scar, it's the best. It's the best AR in the game, like no doubt. I mean, other than the mythic rarities, but yeah, scoped. I'd probably put it in front of the Scar, cause I mean it's a mythic weapon, Tommy gun. I'd still put it right here. Now semi. Some people love the semi. Some people just don't pick it up. For me, I'm not the best with double semi, but if you can double semi, then it's an amazing weapon. Um, I probably want to give it B, but we have a lot of things in B, so I'd probably keep it in A. Probably a low A. I would still consider it better than the hunting rifle. Okay, UMP, if you're, I kind of feel like it has to be over here because of the P90. I wouldn't necessarily say it's better than the P90, but I think it has more range and more damage, like drop off, so it's gonna go right there. Silenced AR, so a lot of people might not like this. It's still gonna go in S tier, of course, but I was in the final circle with like a golden scar. No, I was in the final circle with a mythic, with a silenced AR, and then the other kid who had less shield than me had a scar, and he just beamed me, and I lost second place. So I don't know. I kind of have to give it a low. I would still consider it better than the AK. Okay, so I kind of got flamed the other day in one of my videos for not picking up an assault scar. I may have had like a scar instead, but I am not a fan of this weapon. I don't think it's the best weapon for comp as in AR wise. But just for my opinion, I would put it in a B tier. Probably like right here. Probably at the start of B tier. Okay, that would make sense. The Uzi also isn't that bad. I'd keep it maybe right here. VSS, I see a lot of EU players using the VSS. It's not necessarily a bad weapon. I consider it a grief weapon, so I would want to put it in B, but I'm not really a big fan of it, so I'm gonna put it in C. Expo, it's definitely gonna be an A. I guess the best place would just to put it right here, right? Um, okay, XM8. Sometimes I take it over the scope, not all times. But I really like the spray factor of it. And wait, oh, this is the silenced pistol. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll put it right here and then grappler over here. But yeah, this is my list. I'll fix some stuff right now, and yeah. Okay, so S looks just about right. I don't really want to compare snipers and ARs that much, but I think you get the point. Same thing here. I wouldn't like consider the MK like 2 times or 3 times better than the SMG just because they're in different like different weapons, but it looks just about right. Um hmm all these snipers look good. Expo definitely being the best above Crossbow. I guess I'll put it right here. Okay, this looks about right. Silence pistol, SMG. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Keep in mind this is all subjective, and yeah, hope you enjoyed.